Hi, I'm Ron Rerko, Director of Onix's Healthcare Cloud Solutions. I'm here to discuss the healthcare ecosystem that we all interact with. Healthcare is an ecosystem. And why do I call it that? Healthcare is made up of a lot of stakeholders: hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, diagnostic testing companies, disruptors, public health organizations, healthcare insurance companies, employers, employees, scientific research organizations, but always remember, importantly, the consumers, the people. Each of these stakeholders are trying to achieve different goals. It's an interconnected web where one stakeholder's change affects others in the system. So then you might ask, how did I learn about this system? I have spent the past 35 years in the healthcare ecosystem across research, clinical administration, and consulting. With 20 years in cancer research, I learned about the scientific research process and how it translates into clinical care. I had the honor and the privilege of working with a Howard Hughes researcher, Dr. Sandy Markowitz at Case Western Reserve University, where I identified a new tumor suppressor gene involved in colon cancer. After that, I was recruited over to the Cleveland Clinic and had 15 years of clinical administration that helped me learn what healthcare providers and patients deal with on a daily basis. I had the honor and privilege, again, of working with Dr. Kara Singh, the chair, to develop and scale the Cleveland Clinic Genomic Medicine Institute. For the past 3 years, I've also been engaged in consulting and business development. It gave me the ability to learn more about the many stakeholders in the ecosystem, like cloud data companies, and possible ecosystem innovations and disruptions. I also spent time working at Rerko Health with Michael Gorton, who is the co-founder of Teladoc. This further deepened my understanding of digital health solutions. So all these experiences come together to make me who I am and allowed me to learn the value of data from different perspectives. So then you might ask, why would a scientist want to offer cloud solutions? Basically to help people. I love helping people, and to me, health is one of the most important basic human needs that is accessed by everyone, regardless of socioeconomic status or any other factor. I see Onix as being instrumental to the enablement of healthcare transformation by organizing the data into useful information and knowledge for the benefit of all the stakeholders that I mentioned previously. Unfortunately, there are significant healthcare challenges that we're dealing with. Translation of research discovery is slow. It takes over 17 years to go from a research discovery to standard of clinical care. Then we take these discoveries and integrate them into a system that is currently number one in cost of care per person by over $3,500 over the next developed nation, yet we are only number 11th in medical outcomes. So we have a system that needs a lot of help. Then we turn to the reimbursement side of this model, and this is an unsustainable process. 45% of the people in the US would have a hard time paying for an unexpected $500 medical bill. So you think about what's at stake here and what people are dealing with. Then we turn to the data side. There's massive amounts of data being generated and aggregated. Currently, about 80 megabytes of medical data is developed per person per year on average. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you think a large hospital would generate petabytes of new data every year, and that's built upon the old legacy data too. So now we have these massive amounts of data. Then we move to what's most important too, is the security of this data, which is actually at risk. According to the Office of Civil Rights, in the first half of 2021, there were 360 healthcare data breaches affecting 23 million patient records. So as you can see, we have an ecosystem that provides extremely valuable services, but it has many challenges affecting multiple stakeholders, making it actually quite fragile. This makes it ready for, and I would say even demands changes to make it better, faster, and cheaper. So what do we mean by transformation of this ecosystem? I want to point out first, it's not merely a buzzword. This is of critical importance as people's lives and livelihoods are at stake. So some may ask, why now? We are at an inflection point due to the need to change how healthcare is provided and paid for, and we have this tidal wave of information continuously building. Disruption is starting to occur, moving beyond just small incremental changes. What's at the core of this transformation? Remember, as an example, the internet actually started in 1983, but not until Google organized the internet in a search engine in 1998 did the real transformations begin to occur. One of the things Onix does is helping to organize the data with its technology partners. So we're trying to enable transformation of this healthcare ecosystem for the various healthcare stakeholders. It allows for development of new clinical insights to help people, new delivery models such as telehealth, fast-paced translational research discoveries, new business models, and even better, new reimbursement mechanisms. So how is this possible now? Stakeholders are beginning to understand the advantages of actually working together to provide breakthrough, disruptive value. I ask you that you engage Onix to help you organize your data so you can achieve better healthcare solutions. Thank you, and let's get to work.